As a beginner to makeup, oftentimes you get confused on what kind of product you need to buy. How do you apply this product? What are the step-by-step processes you need to follow? Why do you need to even apply these products? And what are the essential tools you need for your makeup application? You've oftentimes come across a lot of makeup tutorials that actually get you more confused. But in today's tutorial, I'm going to be taking you through the essential tools that you actually need as a beginner for your makeup application. The tools you need, the products you need to buy, how you should apply them, and why you should apply them. So in today's video, I'm going to be taking you through all of this process, and I'm going to be making it beginner friendly, as basic as you can ever imagine. So I'm going to advise you to stay subscribed, and if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for coming back. Let's get right into this video. So firstly, let's talk about brushes, because these are the most essential tools you need for your makeup application as a beginner. Oftentimes you see a lot of professional brushes and you're always worried that, do I really need to get all of these big brushes as a beginner? So I'm going to be showing you essential brushes you need as a beginner. You don't really need all of the professional set of brushes. So the first brush you need is a brush like this. It's called an angle brush, which is used to highlight your brows. This is an angle brush. That's the first brush you need. You also need a spoolie brush, a brush that has this mascara wand. And if you actually have a mascara, maybe an old mascara that you're not using again, you can actually wash it and use it as a spoolie. Another brush you need is a blending brush. This is an eyebrow blending brush. Like, this is going to help you blend in your eyebrow. You're going to be seeing I'm going to be using it. I just want to show you all the brushes at once. That's 3. The fourth one you'll be needing is an eyeshadow brush. Any brush that has a flat mark this way, you can use it for your eyeshadow. Then you need an eyeshadow blending brush. This is to blend your crease and your eyeshadow really well. You can also use this as your lip brush. You can also use this to blend your eyebrow if you don't have an eyebrow blending brush. There's some brushes that are multi-purpose. You can use them for so many things. So this, you can use it for your skin prep product, and you can also use to apply your foundation. This is more like a flat brush, but more fuller brush compared to the blending brush. So any brush that looks like this, you also need it for your foundation or for applying your skin prep product. So you also need a small brush like this, not too big like a powder brush, that you can just use to get into some smaller area that your powder brush will not get to. Yeah, and you also need this kind of brush, the kind of brush that is curved this way. Yeah, so this helps you to contour your face, and you can also use to apply your blush, because it's actually going to bend like this. You understand? That's why you need this one. And then a powder brush. So these are the basic brushes you need. Any other one is just probably you're doing professional makeup and you just need to do some other detailed things. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So basically you need 10 brushes, and all of these brushes can actually get them in some makeup brush sets, like the MSQ set. It has all these brushes and even more. So I think the brush set is about 10k, is about 15k if I'm not mistaken. I don't know the current price, but I'm going to check it and put it in this description bar below. And there are also some basic kind of brush sets that are not that expensive, that you're still going to get all of this basic beginner brush sets there. So having said that, let's get right into our makeup. Okay, so first thing you want to do is to cleanse your skin. No matter how much you bathe, there's still some impurities left on your skin, and you want to make sure that you're working on a clean skin. Like when you're doing your makeup, you don't want to be doing your makeup on a dirty skin. Maybe you have some impurities on your skin. It's not going to make your makeup flawless. So normally I'm supposed to use a cotton pad, but because of this beginner tutorial, I know a lot of you might not really understand why I'm using a cotton pad. I'm going to be using a baby wipes. You can use any baby wipes or any beauty wipes to do this, just to clean your skin and to make sure that you're starting your skin fresh on a clean skin. So if you have any cleanser or any micellar water, you can also use it for this process, because it helps you really clean your skin, make it the cleansing intense. But if you don't have it, you can just make use of your wipes and continue. So I'm going to be using this one from Nivea. it's normal micellar water. If you have normal beauty cleanser, you know, all those normal cleanser that we use, you can also use it to clean your skin. So I'm just going to be putting a little amount of my wipes and I use it to clean my skin. You can also put it to your neck downward this way. So what you want to do is you want to allow it. You can see what I'm saying. I just had my bath and I still have like dirt on my skin. So you want to clean it out. You don't want to like do makeup on all those dirt. So you want to allow it dry before applying anything because you know it's kind of watery so that your makeup don't like slip away. So the next step is to go into skin prep. So your skin prep is to give your makeup a base because you don't want to put your foundation on your natural skin because you can just like wear off because there's no base at all. That's the whole essence of skin prep. So for skin prep, we use moisturizer and primer. So if you don't have a moisturizer, you can actually skip this step. So this moisturizer is actually essential for people that have a very, very dry skin because if you have a dry skin and then you put a primer or you just apply your foundation directly on your dry skin, it's going to like cake. Cakiness means when your makeup is moving from your face, like it's I'm going to attach some pictures there so you can understand what that means. So to avoid that, I'm going to be using this moisturizer and I'm using this one from Blossom Cosmetics. It's called Moist Essence. I'm also going to be attaching the price in the description bar below. So I'm going to be using this skin prep brush I spoke about earlier. So you're just going to be using a very little amount. We're going to be putting it in some strategic areas of the face, so like the under eye, because that place can get really cakey, and then the forehead, and then just somewhere around here too. So like I said, if you don't have a moisturizer, you can quickly skip that step, and there are a lot of sunscreens that also doubles as a moisturizer, so you can use those ones as well. So quickly, the next step is to apply a primer. I'm very sure you already know the essence of your primer. Your primer is to make your makeup last all day, like to give your face that grip. You know, probably when you're going out and you want your makeup to stay all day, you don't want to sweat and make everything wash up. That's the essence of using a primer. And a lot of primer, this one is oil control primer. So if you have a very oily skin, you tend to your face tends to produce so much oil, or you tend to sweat a lot, you can use this one from Adventure. You can also use a lot of primers. Actually, you can use anyone that fits your budget. There's also this one from Classic Primer. There are quite a number of primer. You can just pick up anyone which actually works. Primer works, but I know there are some that will not really do the job, but this one is quite affordable and it works pretty well. So we're just going to just putting it on our brush this way. You want to put it on your brow because that area tends to get sweaty. So all the areas that you tend to produce oil or produce sweat on your face are where you're going to quickly apply it. If you want to blend, there's one key thing to makeup is blending. If you know how to blend, then your makeup is going to be flawless. Okay guys, I'm supposed to do my eyebrow first, but I just want to show you guys the simplest way to go around it, because if you do your eyebrow first, the process usually tends to get longer. So if you just want to quickly get off your makeup, this is the approach to use. So next I'm going to be using my foundation. I know that a lot of people have issues with getting their right foundation shade and all that. So a lot of all these foundation companies and these people that produce foundations, they actually have shade matched. Some of them, if you go to their stores, they will show you varieties of shade. They can actually help you pick your skin shade. I don't want to go into details of your skin tone and how to know your undertone and all that, so you don't really need all those things. Just go to a store. If you want to buy online, you can, if you have the money, you can buy 2 shades that are close, and you can take it and check which one really fit, because most times foundation can be really tricky. Even for professional makeup artists, we mix about 2 to 3, 4 sometimes foundations to get the perfect tone. So the whole important thing that you need to know is what range is your skin. Are you light skin? Are you medium skin? Are you caramel or are you dark? So you already know your skin category. If you're light skin, you already know the range at which you're looking at. So depending on your product you're looking for. So L'Oreal, Maybelline, quite in all the foundations, they already have their catalog of shades variances, and some of them even attach pictures of what each shade looks like, so you can just use that as a guide to know which one works for you. And like I said, you can just try to get 2 shades, so if anyone doesn't work for you, you can always mix it to get your perfect skin tone. So it's not really something that is really serious. You can also walk into any store and let them see your face. You can just match it on your skin, on your face, to see which one. A lot of them usually have testers that you can use to test and make your purchase. So having said that, I'm going to move right into my foundation. For my skin, I'm kind of caramel, so I use this L'Oreal in C6. and sometimes you get lighter, you get too light. I don't know, this foundation things can be tricky sometimes. I usually mix it with this Avour in shade 20. So this Avour foundation is very affordable and really good, so you can try this. They have a lot of shades. They have quite a lot of shades, so there's no how you not see your skin shade. There's no how you're not going to get your skin tone on this particular, especially if you're in Nigeria. You can pick this. My foundation, I usually don't use brush. I use the beauty blender. They also call it beauty sponge, so you can use this. It's actually easier. It makes the foundation really smooth and really fast to blend. So I've just gone ahead to apply the foundation on my skin, and I'm going to be using a setting powder, a setting spray. I'm using this one from Kiss Beauty. It's actually very affordable and it works really well. So just to make my foundation really easy to blend, and I'm going to be going in with my beauty blender. So what you want to do is tap your foundation this way. You don't want to drag it. You just want to tap it in. You want to tap it in this way. You want to do that all around. So as a beginner, what you want to avoid when you're applying your foundation is applying your foundation under your eyes, because we're going to be doing highlights there. So you don't want it to get really messy, because if you have a lot of products going on under your eyes, it's going to get cakey and it's not going to be looking nice. So you want to avoid that area for now. You can see them just moving past it. I'm not really like going deep into applying foundation there. So you blend throughout your forehead and everywhere. You don't want to use so much foundation, because as a beginner, you might not know how to really blend well. So if you apply too much, it's going to be hard for you to really blend everything into your skin. Less is more. So you can just apply small and you are good to go. For this tutorial, I really want to do things that are really easy and nothing complex, so that you don't get confused. So for my highlighting is just for you to pronounce on certain parts of your face. You know, you've applied foundation all around, but you want some places to be more pronounced compared to other places. So like places like underneath your eyes, your forehead area, your jaw, you know, and some people do highlighting and all that, but the most essential part as a beginner is to highlight your under eye. So we're going to be doing that using this Elegance Pro concealer. You can use any concealer, but Elegance is just accessible and it's easy and it's quite affordable. So I'm using this one in Toffee, which is kind of close to my skin tone. I think I have one in Fawn. Yes, let me use Fawn. Fawn is like a shade lighter than me. So for your highlight, you want to use like a shade or 2 shades lighter than you. So let me just show you how to apply that. You want to also use a little amount of concealer, because if you pack so much, it will be really hard for you to blend it. So you just want to go like this and like this. And see that, and then like this, and then like this, and then this way also, just bring upward, and then your nose like this. So these are the areas we're going to be highlighting: nose, story. So we are still going to be using the same beauty blender, just blending this way, and then just blend it upward. So you don't want to blend upward to all of this place. You know, we already have foundation here, so we just want this forehead area, like this place only, to be pronounced. So we'll just do it this way. You don't want to blend totally, because if you blend totally, you're just going to blend everything into your foundation and it's not even sure that anything is there. So we are using normally I use a really light concealer to do this, but because of this tutorial I don't want to get complicated, so I'm using this one that looks like a shade lighter than me, so that you can see how it's blending. So for this side, you just want to tap in. All these foundation processes and concealer processes I'm doing, I'm not dragging them, I'm just tapping everything. That's how to blend your makeup. If you can know how to blend your makeup, then you're good to go. So you're just going to tap, and look up, blend upwards like this, and then look up, blend under your eyes, blend it towards the bridge of your nose this way. You can see the effect that's lifted up my face that way. So you want to do the same thing for this side, and just blend. So like I said, you don't want to like blend totally like I'm blending your foundation. You want it to still be obvious that you have an highlight going on there. On a normal day, I usually use another brighter concealer for the inner part. Well, let's just skip that step. We are going straight to the answer stage. No, I'll do some further details. So you can actually skip this part. You can just do your concealer and put your powder and do your brows and all and go. But let's use our setting powder. I'm using this one from Merak Cosmetics. You can use a lesser brand. There are quite a number of other alternatives. I'm going to be putting them in the description bar below, and they also have different shades, but I'm going to advise you to always buy translucent setting powder, because you want to be looking for your shades again for setting powder. I'm only going to advise you to get your shade of foundation and shade of concealer. For other things, you can use a multi-purpose, you get. So for this one, I'm using the one in ginger. It's translucent, so it actually works for almost all the skin types. So this setting powder is just for to lock in all the excess oil underneath where I have my concealer, basically. So that's what the powder is made for. So I want it to be matte and sleek, you know, and stay all day. So I'm just going to like be setting it with this powder. So you sometimes hear people say baking. Baking is actually different from setting. So baking is like you're adding more powder and letting it stay a little bit longer underneath your concealer or your highlight. So just going to be applying it this way. So you can also put it on your brows, because that place too tends to get oily. You know, we applied primer there before, but you can still put it. So that's it. So the next thing we're going to be quickly doing is contour. So you can as well skip the contour part, but like I said, highlight is for you to pronounce some parts and contour is for you to hide some parts. So places like the bridge of your nose, you want it to look a bit thinner. So I'm going to be using this blending brush I spoke about earlier. I don't want to use any other brush aside from the brushes I've showed you. So I want to show you that you can use one brush for multiple things. So I'm going to be using this powder palette, a multi-purpose powder palette from Becharm Cosmetics. It has several colors, so you can always buy all of those on multi-purpose powder. There's some 5-in-1, 3-in-1 that has like 3 shades that you can always maneuver. So I'm going to be using a dark powder from the palette, this one here, to just go right from the top of my brows down to the bridge of my nose. That's how to contour. You don't want to be too dark. As a beginner, you don't want to do so much paparazzi here, because it can end up ruining your makeup. So you just want to do very, very light. I'm taking very light and just do the same here. Draw it from here downwards. You don't want to be having that dark nose looking like somebody punched you. So you just do it like this, blend it. And that's it. We're not doing too much. You just want to make sure that it's not like harsh lines, straight like that. So just blend it. And that's it. So for our face, we are going to be using this brush I spoke about earlier. We use the same powder. We just do something like this, just to make sure that, just to give our face a bit of you want to like put this side in. You want to contour it. You want to say you want to contour something, you want to bend something in. You want to make your face look a bit smaller and a bit, you know, put together kind of. So you're just going to do something like this. For this part, to make sure that the powder you're using is not too dark. Maybe like a shade or 2 shades darker than you. Concealer a shade or 2 shades lighter than you. Basically, that's simple. So you want to do your hairline area too, like this. For the purpose of this video, I don't want to do so much baking, but I'm just going to apply a bit with the same setting powder I used earlier. So we're just going to apply more powder and to the bridge of my nose this way. And you can skip this part. You can just go straight into doing your eyebrows and letting it go. Just add more powder again, because the powder tends to like fade away and sink into your skin. If you're using original powder, if you're using fake powder, you're just going to be seeing ash lines everywhere. It's going to get you tired. So use original. I recommend Sacha powder. I recommend this Merak. There are also some other setting powder. If I remember, I'm just going to put alternatives in the description bar below that you can check for. So for my eyebrows, I'm going to be using this Davis pencil. It's like the OG of all brow pencils, and it's easy to get. I think it's just about 200 naira if you're in Nigeria. It's very, very affordable. So if you want to do your brows, you're going to be using this brush, this poly brush I spoke about earlier. So you're just going to use it to brush up your brows this way. This is not going to be like a full tutorial on eyebrows. I have a full tutorial on eyebrows on my page. I'm going to be linking it up here, so you can watch that one for an in-depth brow tutorial. But here we're just going to be doing something really simple and straight to the point. So you just want to like go like this and draw the strokes. Really, really natural. So I think eyebrow is more of like the biggest struggle of beginners, but it's not that serious. Just know how to do it. Something very, very natural. So yeah, I didn't even carve my brows, but I'm just going to be using it like that. So you want to make it very, very natural. You don't want to be shading it too much, because it's going to be very dark. So if you already have a full brow like mine, you don't need to do too much. You just need to outline. That's all you need to do. Just outline it. So And you have to be very careful because you know you've done all your skin prep, you've done your foundation. You don't want to now use pencil to spoil all your face. So that's really it. I'm just feeling it lightly because there's already air all over. So it's just the outline I'm doing. I'm just filling in the places that there are no air. So I'm going to be using this eyebrow tint. You can actually skip this part. It's not important, but I just want to make the eyebrows sleek and put them in shape. And I'm going to go straight into highlighting my brows. I'm using this angle brush that I showed you earlier. This angle brush I showed you earlier and this blending brush. So one thing that is very important in doing your makeup process that I skipped earlier is using very, very clean brushes. So if you have dirty brushes, your makeup is not going to look nice at all. Because imagine having like products before on your maybe your foundation brush or your beauty blender. You already have makeup that you've used before and not putting it on your face again. It's not going to be neat. You're not going to like the outcome at all. So ensure that your brushes are sparkling clean and everything is looking really, really perfect. So I'm also going to be using the concealer I'll be using highlighting our under eye for this brow process. So just to go right under the outline we've done and clean it up. That's simple. So you just want to like put a little amount on this brush and go this way. You can see. And just clean it up basically. That's what I'm doing. Now put the remaining concealer on your eyelids like this. So I usually skip highlighting the top of my brows because we already have foundation and everything going on. So once you have done a very good outline, you don't really need to do the top part. So you just want to blend, tap, tap, tap like this. And also the brush we used earlier in contouring our nose. I just want to show you that you can use multiple brushes for different things. So I'm going to be using this eyeshadow palette. You can use any eyeshadow palette as long as it has eyeshadow in it. Okay, it's nothing serious in eyeshadow. So you can actually get something small like this that will have all the color you need and all. So let me even use this one. So you can get something portable. There's some eyeshadow that are just like 10 in 1 or anything like that. So you can really get something like that. Any brand actually works. So I'm going to be using something like this color to just go around my eyes like this. So one thing about eyeshadow is you have to blend it. If not, you're going to be looking like masquerade. So circular motion. Everything in makeup is circular motion or tap, 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 tap. If that's the formula, you can get those formulas, then you're good to go. So circular motion, blend into your crease, outer corner of the eyes, using a dark eyeshadow, just this way like this. You can skip it, you can just go straight into putting any color on your lid, but just to pronounce your face, you will do this. This is usually nice. Just something like this. Blend. Go straight into our eyeshadow brush, and we're going to be looking for, you can use any color really. I really don't know what color to use now, confused. So let's just use this. So you just want to tap like this and go like your eyes is like curved like this. Your eyes is curved like this, so that's what you want to follow. You just want to like tap, follow the curve like this. Tap, 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 tap like this. So you go back into that brush and use it to blend, you know, where the two eyeshadow meet, so that you don't have that cake, that two shades going on. You just use it. This one is from Kiss Beauty. So just outline the inner corner of my eyes. Like, just go right straight into applying your lipstick, but I like to outline the lips because it gives like definition. So I'm using this pencil, brown pencil. You can use any brown pencil. You can also use the Davis pencil we used earlier to do that. So you just outline it this way. Just follow your lip line. And then you can now use any lipstick of your choice. But I'm using this one from Avour Cosmetics. It's a really matte lipstick. We are going for a nude lip, so I used a brown one. I'm using kind of nude lipstick here. So just do something like this. You can see. Very nude and very, very nice. So you can also get lipstick palettes. So that enables you have varieties of colors to play with as for your lipstick, or you can just buy maybe sticks, maybe 2 or 3 colors that you like. Yeah. So next thing is to clean up our face and make sure that everything looks neat. So this is when we are going to be using this powder I spoke about earlier, this brush I spoke about earlier. So take your powder shade, wherever you're buying your foundation from, you can also get powder from there. You can use any powder really. There's Melanin, there are a lot of brands, anyone that works for you, depending on your price, depending on your budget. I'm going to also put varieties, options you can check out for in the description bar below. So I'm just going to be blending the setting powder that we have going on before. That's it, that we didn't do too much and the makeup is still very nice. So just blend it very well, because you don't want to be seeing that white powder under your eyes. Blend all those areas that we highlighted too, and then we'll go straight into our powder brush. So powder brush is going to like clean up everything and put powder all around our face. So doing your skin first makes your makeup process really fast. If you have started with brows, you're going to sleep here. It's going to take a long time to do brows. It's not start up. After your powder, you want to do your blush. You can skip that, but if you like a bit of warmth on your face, you can use that. And for your blush, you can also use eyeshadow. Like from your eyeshadow palette, you can use the same brush you use for your contour. Just look for something close to the blush color in your eyeshadow palette. Just use it to do something like this. Can you see? So you don't have to break the bank because you want to apply makeup. You're using the same set of brushes and the same set of products all through in this makeup. You stay, Abby, no stay. Yes, guys, so that's it. So what's next? Mascara. I'm using this one from Zaron. You can use any mascara just to brush your eyelash in place. And if you want to apply false lashes, you can also go ahead to do that, but for this video we're not going to be applying that because we want it to be basic as possible. So we're just going to brush up, and that's it. So to complete our face, we are going to be setting with this Kiss Beauty setting spray to lock everything in. So if you have higher brands of setting powder, setting spray, you can use it just to give you extra protection. Maybe you're going out, you're walking in the sun, or you want the makeup to last all day, then you need setting sprays like this. Seal it, it works magic, so you'll need it. But if you don't have it, you can just use the normal setting spray. This is just about 3k or so. I'm going to confirm the present price. It's been a long time since I bought makeup, so I'm going to confirm and put the prices here. So just use this all over your face. I'm going to be using a lip gloss to just give my lips extra shine. So lastly, I'm going to be using this highlighter. To be using one of these brushes. This brush again. I'm just going to put it on my highlighter and go like this. This part you have to be very careful so that you don't put too much, because it's going to spoil your makeup. So you can skip it if you don't want it. Just very little amount and blend, circular motion again. And we're done. So guys, that's it. This is our finished look. Can you see how beautiful and flawless it is? So having to do your makeup by yourself shouldn't be a lot of struggle. You can just follow the steps I've shown you and get some of the products I mentioned. You don't have to break a bank to look good. So if you've been able to pick one or two things from this tutorial, do not forget to like, stay subscribed, share the video to all your friends that are battling with their makeup. And don't forget to hit the notification bell below so that you get notified anytime I post new videos. Do also check one or two other makeup videos on this channel so you can learn more on how to do your makeup. Till I come your way next time, Be good. Bye.